In this video, we are going to learn how to stitch a lining blouse or the blouse with the lining with short sleeve and the round neckline. In sleeves, zari border is there. The same zari border is on the back vest. This is the blouse. We are going to learn how to stitch.
For the lining blouse, pre-wash the lining fabric to remove the starch to avoid shrinkage. For the lining blouse, you can use the plain blouse paper pattern, or you can mark and outline the new paper pattern including the seam line for the lining blouse. In the lining fabric and the main fabric, both the fabric we should add on 7 to 6 shoulder part on back and front both the part by 1/4 inch for the seam line. Add 1/2 inch on side seam line on back part 9 to 10 and on the front part same on the 9 to 12 and the belt part on belt part 12 to 10 by 1/2 inch and same on the sleeve part add 1/2 inch on 9, 11 and 12. Here some measurements and stitching instructions for the lining blouse are given in a brief. All the dot marking should be on the lining part of the blouse.
This way draw the paper drafting on the paper. This is the back part, this is the front part and this is the short sleeve. After cutting this paper pattern, we are going to place this pattern on the fabric. Now we are going to place the paper patterns on the lining fabric. Placing the sleeve, first you see that if you are getting the total width or not, because sometimes we get the here shorter and we have to join a small triangle piece on the sides of the blouse sleeves. To avoid this joining, we are going to place the sleeve pattern on other way. Now open the lining piece fully and according to the length of the sleeve, fold the lining part and place your sleeve to avoid the side joining. Now place, mark and cut the sleeve. Now fold the fabric according to the width of the back part and place back part by on fold and fix with the awl pin to cut this way. Now we placed two front parts. One front part I already marked here, outline marked, and one more paper pattern here, and one is front waist belt part. Two pieces we require, so one I marked and one is paper pattern here placed. After cutting the lining pieces, we place the paper pattern on the main fabric. We place the paper pattern, sleeves, front part that is on bias and on fold back part and the waist belt part this way. Here we need 4 layers, so 2 for this I placed paper pattern and 1 for lining pattern. This way the placing is visible clearly, front, back, sleeve and waist belt. Now I am cutting the parts on the main fabric and sides. Now sleeve cutting is also over. Now we have cutted few strips to finish few parts. This is the hook plackets to finish front open, that is 1.5 inch width of one strip and one is 2 inch width. One is 1.5 inch width long strip to finish the back waist part, and this is the cross strip 1.5 inch 1.25 inch width, that is to finish the neckline. For the dot marking we are going to do on the lining part only. Place the carbon paper sheet on the downside so that we will get the dot marking on the both the part of the front side equally. That should be even. So that place this way, and by pressing little draw the dot so that we can get other side also. So this is the dot marking we have done. For the back part already I have done both the side. For the dot marking that we are going to do on the lining only, place the carbon sheet this way on the downside, then both of the lining parts, front parts, and carbon again this way, and at the top place paper pattern. The same we have done. Now see, we get the mark on the both of the front part this way, one side and another side.
Paper pattern drafting, cutting of lining and the main fabric for the lining blouse already done. Even dart marking also I have shown in the video. In the next video we'll start the stitching of the lining blouse step by step. So please subscribe the channel Home Tailoring by Kusum Sharma now.